Right, back in workshop, back on bike. Where are we at? I'm back at the same place again. It always looks the same, this, doesn't it? I've basically gone back through it all. We've got it tacked on at the front, tacked on the collars in the middle, tacked on here, this collar at the back of the junction box, behind that prop stand, axle stand, tacked on there. I am going to tack on this 2-into-1 junction soon, but I've just been speaking to the customer. I asked him about the 5mm gap on the front. He's happy. All front's happy. We've had the suspension down. It all clears nicely. It's clearing nicely underneath the bike. Next problem is the silencer. That's all we got to sort out. I think this part of it now, I could almost double tack it to hold it in place. Everything's got one tack on or two tacks on. If I put a tack in the opposite plane, it'll just stop it from moving left or right, up or down. Fix it all in place. And I think up to there, up to the 2-into-1 junction at the back, I think it's all ready to double tack now. I could get that bang on right. My problem is that silencer at the back is sat over at swingarm. I've got it too good. It's too far in. So customers advised that we check the back to suspension, and I'm like, how are we going to do that easily? And he said, just whip bottom of suspension off, just take the light bottom of suspension. And thought about it. I thought it'll just all drop on floor, won't it? Well, prop stands, axle stands, we're going to get there. Stick them under plates. There-ish. Like that. Stick a block of wood underneath it, lift it up, then drop that bolt out. Then we're going to lift the back wheel up and down. Get it as far up as it'll go probably. Stick it on some bricks so it's up. Then fit the silencer. Fit the silencer while the suspension is fully compressed. Be the illusion of it being fully compressed, but it will be. It'll be fully compressed. We'll just get the wheel as far up as it'll go, stick some blocks underneath it, and then fit the silencer. Then we know when we bring the wheel back down, we've got all the clearance we need. So that's today's mission. I've nearly flipping finished it again. We're just going to take that 2-into-1 junction off, put it on bench, hammer it so it fits round the collars nicely, and then start fabbing it up. And yeah, these point, I knew that we were going to get to a sticky point there. I think I can possibly pull these link pipes out some, but there's no point in me checking that until we get the swing arm up and down. So my plan is for now, pull that can off because it's just resting there on a block of wood. It's the most dodgiest thing I'd do. It's just, you think, oh yeah, that'll be right, and then walk away. And I'll show you now, just whip this bit off here. That is just resting there. Nothing stopping it from falling over apart from that block of wood. I'll get rid of the block of wood, because we might need to get rid of it. It's just going to get rid of everything off this bench so that we can get a nice purchase underneath there. Exhaust, frame, everything, all front section from the pegs forward is going to stay in the same place, so we'll just leave all them pipes on, sat on the blocks. We just want to move this up and down. So that's going to be the plan. I'm probably going to put you up high, piss about for a bit, do a speeded up version. Yeah, I've got my new 10 tools kit out. I barely get this out because mainly you need older spanners. So I've got brand new 10 tools kit. Use it every now and again. Metric bike, metric set. Yeah, exciting time. So yeah, we'll get some brand new spanners out. Let's get that bolt off. And we'll have a look. I'll show you what it's like when it's going up and down. I'm not too keen on pulling it in bits yet, but it's only one bolt. Right, get my mechanic hands out and I'll see you soon. Right, that were harder than I thought. It was just, he said, just take the bottom bolt out. Didn't work. It'd drop down, it won't go up. So shocker's out completely. Maxton. Can't tag you in on this right like that, but if it were my stories, I'd be tagging you in Maxton. That's all brand new stuff from Maxton, that the front and the back. So I've wrapped it up with a rag, keep it safe. It's there. I don't know what you can see, what I can see. Screen's wrong way around, basically. I've got you up on there, yeah. It's there, wrapped up in a rag. So back end's completely free now, no suspension in there. I'm going to lift that up and down so you can go over here. Let's see what you can see from over here. Right, so let's see how we can get this to go up. Half this stuff here, it's pain in the ass to do because there's only me. Yeah, if you're up there, you're asking for trouble. That's what I'm saying. I reckon that's all suspension gone. I reckon if that were on the floor, I don't know if you're recording still. Yeah, let's see what you can see, I can see. Right, I reckon if that were on floor, going from there to the front wheel, all that, mid pipes, everything, they'd all be smashing on floor. I think that's more than enough. Wheels aren't supposed to be up there like that. I don't know if you can see, you can't. I'll tell you what it looks like. Looks like one of them new Ducatis, like fairing and everything. I don't know if I can show you that bit, all this looks like a brand new Ducati. That looks like Bagnaia, ready to set off the line in launch mode. That's what I created. Actually, that'll be easy. VC, done. Yeah, bit of launch mode for you. So now, yeah, if I put some sounds, it's not going to work on there, I'll tell you that. It wouldn't have been far off though, at least we know that bobbin's not causing us too many problems. Because that's just collided now, it's pushing it out, so what would my plan be? I'm going to say this tailpipe just needs a little bit of bend put in it, I think. And then I can bring it back straight. I might have a look at trying to sort out a bracket for it as well while I'm here. So I get that across to there. Yeah, there might just be that. It's too straight, this tailpipe thing. Might just want a little bit of a bend on end of it. Which I might just be able to do that just by cutting it and shutting it. It just wants one bend put in it, so might be a cut and shutter. Not decided that yet. Basically put two of them on an angle and then turn them, weld them back together. It'll give just enough of a kick. Well, that got interesting fast, didn't it? I think the customer wanted me to butt that up a bit more, but that's serious tackle, that. Should we butt it up a bit more just to make sure? If it's gone that high, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, big style in trouble. So that's all of it grinding on floor, because obviously the front would be well compressed as well. It'd all just be just ripping the bottom of the bikes to shreds, I think. Right, I'm going to get my phone out. I'm going to just do a video of that for the customer. Just let's have a look at that, see how high that wheel is, because I don't think it needs to be any higher than that. There's literally one is that I could go up some more. But yeah, it's going to cause too many problems that. I'm in focus. Let me do that. Let me get my phone out. We'll have a look at it. Don't know. Yeah, I need to have a good think and assess. Let's go make a brew. Right, I'll be back. Right, guys. Going to be the last video of the day, this one. I've just been speaking to the customer, sending messages backwards and forwards. I think we're fair happy. We're happy with where suspension's at. We're not as happy where silencer's at, but it's given me something to work with. That's all I need to sort out now. I just need to redo that tailpipe. weld it all up. Once I've got that tailpipe sorted, it's just bashing with swing arm a bit. Once I've got that sorted, we can start tacking out front ends up, double tacking the front ends up. Can double tack the back end up, I can put suspension back in it, we can get it all leveled back up as it should be instead of in drag mode. Have a look at drag mode. This looks like, it's MotoGP, innit? It's launch control. Basically, you see that? The line's going from there down to there, and I think if that happens, this is all grinding out. Especially just with tight, if you squat that tyre down, front squatted down, you're bashing that on floor. That wheel is well high enough up in there. What my problem is, before we pack up and go home, is this gap here. I've got too much of a gap here now. Before I had minimal gap up to the swing arm. But what we're trying to do is step the silencer off the swing arm. And at the moment, it's touching swing arm, so we're about in the right place. It just needs to come off a mil or two. But the silencer's pointing that way. It's coming out a bit that way. It's not straight. That should be running straight up now. So what I need to do is just put an ever so slight bend on this. Put a bend on it, I can move this back in towards swing arm and do that with pipe, hook it out a bit, and then get the bit that's going to be sticking out up here, up the back end, and get that bit, which is closer to the tarmac, get that pushed right in. So that's tonight's plan as I'm packing up. I need to put all these bikes back away, lock them all together. Battery's running low again, so it's a good time to just call it a day on videos, get battery back in charger. I need to assess this again for another hour. Just keep looking at it, make sure I've just got it all right, make sure front pipes are on, the joins are all good, all good, all good, all good. Then I can suss out what that last little kick's going to be, just to get it all nice and lined up. It's looking tidy though. One step away from taking it all off and welding it up and then putting it all back on and finding out where we're going to put springs, and might try and do that while it's on. It's a good idea to mark up every single spring that you need to do while it's on the bike this time round, so then when I take it off I don't have to do it again. But sometimes it moves about, you're better off. The best way of doing it is to take it all off, weld it all up, put it all back on, mark the springs, take it all off, put the springs on. But I might try and cheat, take a little step out of that and mark them up. Once I'm happy, once I've tacked it, mark the springs on. Don't know. But yeah, that's me, that's another video. We're progressing well now, aren't we? We're getting going. Really, I've also got some hydroforming to do. I'm doing a bit of hydroforming in between that and this because I need to send 4 megaphones off to Spain. He asked me before Christmas, it's nearly end of month now, innit? So I need to get them cracked on. I need to get them done. So we're doing a bit of this and I'm secretly doing a bit of hydroforming. Well, prepping it. There's no water being splattered everywhere. Look, normally you see the big puddle there. No water knocking around, so I'm not at that stage yet, but I need to do a bit more prepping before I go home, get this away. It's been nice. I'll see you again tomorrow.